and the battery is underneath the driver's seat. So what you're gonna have to do to get to it, move it forward, and probably move that out the way. Tilt it forward. Oh, almost fell. And behind the seat is the battery here. We disconnected already and disconnected the negative terminal, which is right there. There's the negative terminal. Okay. All right. So put a rag here so there won't be a connection, and then we're gonna move the seat back. Shoot. Pull it back. Then what we did, we disconnected the rack. Okay, from right here. We marked it, make sure the steering wheel was locked. Marked it here, and disconnected the bolts right here, because this is going to have to come down. The rack is on the mount. You'll see that later. Steering wheel is locked. All right. To take the cross member under the bottom, take the cross member down, which is here on the floor. Okay. Then you have access to taking off this drive shaft. Okay.
Bolt the wheels off.
We're taking off the wheels. This is the transmission pan, and you can see that the rack is right underneath that pan. The frame is too close to even get this pan down to even check it. So we disconnected that rack. But what we're going to end up doing is showing you everything else that needs to be disconnected in order to get this pan, at least this pan out, and then we'll deal with getting the transmission out later. This has it's a slipping like around third gear, so it's something got to be checked here. So before taking the trans out, we're going to take the pan, take the valve body down, see what's going on. All right, here it is, the frame. We have the frame is half down so that we can get to the pan on this 6R80 transmission, which is in this Ford, what is this thing?
Transit.
Ford Transit. Okay, so didn't have to take the stabilizer bars off, or links, or the tie rod in, or the ball joints. Didn't have to take that out in order to drop it down, but you did have to take these frame mount bolts out, which is the rear and the ones right here. The two rear bolts right there where the lower control arms are. This one here is going to need another lower control arm bushing because the bolt was seized into the sleeve, but it had to come out. You had to disable the rack. There's the rack there. It came out. We showed you that up top. Here's the rack laying down on the bottom. The lines are coming out
and drain them
so that you can get the bolts to the pan on that side there. Okay, now so we're back here to the frame. So next is now we can access this pan and try to get to this valve body and see what have to be done. If we don't have to take the whole transmission out, There is an exhaust pipe there. Now this exhaust pipe was on this side here. The other exhaust pipe is still on the side here. So what we did, we cut the exhaust pipe here where we're going to put it back up with a sleeve. Now, you don't have to do that. If you don't, then you take the whole exhaust down. Okay, you take the whole exhaust down. All right, we did that to get access to the transmission. Okay. Okay, this is the transmission, and it's partially out, and this is how we got the transmission jack mounted to the transmission. We're going to slide it out. We have this down here. I will go over this with you more once we get this all the way out. Alright, we got the new transmission going in. I want you to notice how it's sitting on the jack. You see, this part is forward a bit because it has to be able to clear the frame. And we have a strap on the back of it so it doesn't tilt forward. The converter is inside. So
I look at Billy.
this is how it's sitting.
I'll wait with the Torx bits because it comes with new bolts.